Hi, welcome to the Pam Paris channel. My podcast is now in progress. Let's tune in. Eventually, yeah. I mean, you can't. By the time you are sitting down at dinner, you have had conversation.
Okay, right. But you're saying to me that the woman brings to the table that evening good conversation.
Well, I didn't know what else to say.
Okay. All right. Maybe I can chime in here a little bit?
Yeah, why don't you do
why don't I
that?
do that? Well, you could have said that in the beginning. Say something. Don't just look at me. Okay.
Go,
Okay.
shoot.
Okay, here we go. All right, now, I'm just going to give you, again, the consensus. If a man, or when a man invites a woman out to dinner, and the woman says yes, he doesn't know her, she doesn't know him, they're getting to know each other. So they agree to go to dinner, whatever conversation they may have had, there may have been a chemistry that sparked the interest in one another. They haven't got to the conversation yet. Because some ladies have told me that they felt chemistry with a man, but then when they went to dinner, it didn't work because the chemistry was misleading. The man looked better from a distance, or the guy looked better in the supermarket, or he looked better at the gas station, or he looked better across the room. But now that she brought him into her space and they started talking, it canceled each other out. Now, let's just, I'm going to give you an example here where I would say, all right, I meet a woman for the first time, however I meet her, we click, and now we're going to go out to dinner. So as we go out to dinner, what I expect the woman to bring to the table, what I expect for my time, I guess you can call it chivalry, my manners, my money, because I'm not taking a girl to Denny's, and I'm not taking a girl to Wiener Schnitzels.
Well, of course not.
Even though, some guys want to give out that hot dog, but I'm not interested in that. What I'm saying is...
my goodness.
So what I'm saying is, I'm going to spend some money, and I'm going to take her to a nice restaurant, and I want her to have a nice experience. I'll tell you what I want. Number one, I want her to show me she put some time in making herself look good. That to me has value because I see that she has put in some time to make herself look good.
Well, I cannot think that I would ever not do my best to look good
I'm
when I
not
go
saying
out.
that you wouldn't do that. I've seen you go out. I think you look amazing. I'm not talking about that.
Well, I mean,
But-
any woman. I can't imagine any woman
Right.
going out on a
But-
date and not
but
looking nice.
even though you may not imagine that, we are having a conversation and people are tuned in and they want answers. They don't want to do the mind reading thing. So the question is, what can a woman bring to the table? She can bring a beautiful appearance. That, to me, has value. And I think that has value to any man. When a man is sitting at a table, and I'll tell you something. I remember you heard me talk about the girl Tanya before, right? The girl that I, dated. I was going to marry her. And I remember when we went on our first date, I met her at a restaurant up in, I believe it was Burbank somewhere. And it was a happy hour. I got there early and I went inside the restaurant and I was just sitting waiting for her. I was about maybe 10 minutes early and it was a happy hour. So she was supposed to be there like around 4 o'clock. And I was like around 3:30. So, of course, people are looking at me. There's a gentleman over there. He's sitting down. He's either a weirdo sitting by himself or he's got a beautiful girl that he's going to meet in a few minutes, or he's going to meet his daughter or something. People get curious sometimes. So I'm sitting there just doing my thing, just, looking at my phone, ordering my drink and just waiting. Then all of a sudden, the most beautiful girl in the world, I felt that Tanya was the most beautiful girl in the world. She wore beautiful shoes, beautiful tight white jeans. Her midriff was showing. She had a beautiful yellow blouse on. She had beautiful jewelry on. Her hair was beautiful. She had a wonderful body. And when she came walking in, of course, everybody was looking at her like, where is she going? So she walks her way through the restaurant, and I see her walking toward me. And as she walks toward me, and are you ready for this? This is our first date. She picked up my face and planted a kiss right on my lips. That was worth every dime that I spent plus more because she made me look like a god. She was a goddess. And she made me look like some kind of a heavenly creature on a throne just waiting for the Mrs. Goddess to show up. And that I never forgot. That's why I'm talking about it right now.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. But
it is a beautiful
all
thing.
All women cannot look
I'm
like
not saying
you're Tanya.
Okay, well, I'm not. Okay.
And women, well, they listen to you. They're going to think, oh,
okay,
I can't look like that.
Okay,
so,
but they may not be able to look like that. But guess what? They can radiate that energy.
Yes.
And that's what I'm talking about. Because say, for example, Tanya, looked like that, this wonder girl, but she did not radiate that beautiful, feminine pulchritude, that energy that clearly defines the sacred feminine. And this conversation's over. We're out of time. But anyway, I'll take your comment. You have a second?
I was going to say that takes confidence. Someone to walk in like that is very confident about themselves.
And where does that confidence come from?
From inside.
And what is inside? See, we'll talk about that in the next conversation. It's a pleasure, Pam.
Thank you. You too.